Hello, in this video I want to show you how to do functional testing in blueprints and how to execute them with the automation tool. I had a hard time figuring out how that works in Unreal. There is really no documentation available. So I thought it could help to have some video for if in case you're interested in doing such things. So let's create a quick side scroller project and call this okay. So what I want to test, it's a bit stupid because Unreal already has this functionality and you usually don't want to test things like that, but I want to test that if my character goes below a certain threshold, let's say like this, that then the character dies. So this is at around, so let's say we take minus 500 centimeters. So if I hit play right now, you see it, he falls a bit further, or let me change the setting. He falls much further down. So I just want to have this a bit more earlier. Like I said, Unreal has this functionality already, so I don't need to code anything for this. You usually won't test things like that, but for this demonstration it's just pretty simple to do that, so that's why I chose this test. Alright, let's get started. So, how to set up a functional test. If you go to the developer tools session frontend, that's where your tests are located. Oops. Then there are only system tests. There are no of your functional tests there yet. To make your tests appear here, you have to create a map, and that map has to be called in a specific way. So let's create a test folder and copy the side scroller example map there. And what's really important is that you prefix this map with ftest, else the automation tool will not be able to pick it up. I call this ftest underscore kill player and out of bounds. Okay. So let's open it up. Okay. Not sure if it's now. Oh, sorry. If you refresh the test, it's still not there. That's because there is no test in the map yet. So I have to test a new blueprint class and let that extend from functional test and call that maybe okay. I just dropped that into the scene. That's important that it's there. So when I now save the content, it should be in the session front end if I refresh the test. Yeah, exactly. So here is the project, functional tests, and here is the thing. I just quickly want to check what happens if I run it. Okay, he succeeds. Okay, probably because there's no test condition at all. I don't know. Let's change that now. So when you implement a test, you have most importantly this method here that gets called when your test is started. Before that, a method is called event prepare test. So for now, I just want to quickly fail the test just for demonstration. So I call here finish test and set the test result to failed. You want to either use failed or succeeded. I'm not really sure what's the other things are about. Probably error is maybe useful if you have some condition which you did not expect or something like that. But for the rest of those, I'm not really sure what they are about. So just put a message here. Okay, let's go back to the session front end, refresh the tests and start them, save the map. So now the test is failing. So how do we now test that our player is killed? The first thing is you want to go to override a method. It's called isReady. So isReady is called, if I understood correctly, right after prepare test, and the start test is called right as soon as you return true here. You want to return true here as soon as everything's set up for your test to run. And I'm now setting this up to just be sure that the players already spawned. So I want to get the player pawn and just want to check if he is valid. And if it's valid, the test may be able to run. That's all I have for preconditions right now. So in my main test method, I want to do change this a little bit. I don't need the prepare test for this. So basically my test takes a while, so I will put some logic into event tick, and I want to do this only if the test is running. So there is a method on the functional testing, it's called isRunning, and that just returns true if it's running. So branch and if it's running, I want to just test, is the player still there? So I take a branch and I also get the player pawn. I let him check if this is valid and make a branch out of it. So let's quickly comment it. Okay, so if the player is dead, our test is done. That means we go to false here and say finish test, test result succeeded. And if he's still alive, we want to check if he fell already below the threshold. So for that I will create a branch, and the condition will just take the player pawn, get actor location. I want to break this vector into its components and just test if the z is below, what did I say? I think it was -500. Now connect this to the branch and comment this and say is below threshold. And if this is the case, we want to fail the test. Let's just... Okay, that's basically it. So let's quickly run this again. Oh, that was the wrong one. I need to use the session front end, of course. Okay, let's start the test again. Okay. Now it's still failing. That's what I expect because I did not change the value already. So I want to do this to minus 500. Oh yeah, I cannot. I should give it a little bit room here. So I put this to minus 600. Okay. Just in case. Okay, so you see that's now green. So that's how you can do functional testing in Unreal. So one thing I need to mention is that I really don't have the experience yet to really understand the whole testing thing. I did not really use it in practice yet. There is quite some things you can do additionally. So for example, in the functional testing on the blueprint itself, you can add some observation point. I have no idea what this is for. Also, I'm not really experienced in testing games, and I really don't know if this is the right way to do it. If you know more about functional testing in Unreal, or if I did something stupidly wrong, please let me know. I really want to know how to do this correctly. So thanks a lot for watching.